4 years ago, I made a promise to watch over this city. The city where I was born. The city where I grew up. The city where my parents were murdered right before my eyes. I had abandoned it. As soon as I was old enough, I'd left it far behind in favor of traveling the world. I told myself I was moving on to a better life. But all I was really doing was running from my own fear and anger. The fear and anger that were the cornerstones of my childhood. It took me a long time to realize that, and even longer to embrace it. But when I did, I came back. I came back on a crusade to make sure no other child would have to endure what I did. It's a crusade that's lasted 4 years, with no end in sight. I'm just starting to make a difference here. I finally earned the respect of the authorities. I've gained the trust of the citizens, and I instill fear in the hearts of the monsters that plague this city. My city. Tonight, I'm going out in search of one such monster. He's taken the lives of 12 people. I was closing in on him, but he's gone into hiding. 2 weeks without a trace. I don't intend on giving him a day more to plan his return. Where is he? That's a reasonably simple question. The more difficult ones come once I find him.
I don't know about doing this to you at night, man. You seen the sky?
You kidding me? They turn that thing on every night. Scare people, you know? They mess with our heads.
I don't know, man. I just don't like it.
Listen. There's over 8 million people in this city. Think about how many of them are committing crimes right now. You think the Bat's really going to care about a simple little drug deal like ours? No.
Yeah, well, I don't know how simple you can consider a deal with someone like Black Mask.
I want you to listen to me. This deal could be very important for us tonight. We are dealing with the heavyweight of Gotham City. Black Mask is the #1 distributor of drugs and arms in this town. Depending on how tonight goes, we could very well become one of his suppliers. This will put us on the inside track. No more small timing, okay? Now get your head focused. I need you sharp tonight.
Yeah. I got you.
Good, because it's time to go.
Well, where are they?
I'll be here.
Are you sure we have the right spot?
Yeah, this is exactly where Black Mask Men said to meet him. Product in hand.
I don't know. I still think we should have only brought a sample, you know? I mean, what's keeping them from just taking all of our product and leaving us empty-handed?
This is. Just relax, you're making me nervous. They'd be here.
Did you bring the product?
That depends. Did you bring the money?
It's in the van. Let me see the product.
Hey, go get it.
It's law. Combination.
Well, what are the numbers?
You get the numbers when we get the cash.
Get the money.
Five, 3, 9.
All right, boys. Looks like we got a deal.
There's something else. If Black Mask is satisfied with what we provided, we'd be more than happy to make it a regular thing.
You want to be a supplier?
It's a hell of a step up from where we're peddling now.
Black Mask picks his suppliers personally.
And let's set up a meeting. I'd be happy to talk business with them.
Let me make a call. Sir, I'm at the drop with those 2 new guys. Yeah, the product's pretty good. They want to meet for the possibility of becoming suppliers. On this deal, we'll give them 30. Personally, I think it's a bit much. Them, they're alright. They're not very big. No, it wouldn't be a problem. Yes, sir. Understood.
So, we got a meeting? Ah, shit.
Get the tarp out of the van, wrap these 2 up.
What do you want to do with the cash? It's covered in blood.
Get it dry cleaned.
Everything all right back there?
What's taking so long with the tarp? Go check it out.
You need to get over here.
Turn him over.
What happened? What? What's wrong?
Don't kill me.
I'm not gonna kill you. I just want to talk to your boss.
Black Mask? I don't know where he is.
Why don't I believe you?
Because you have trust issues?
Wrong answer. Where is he?
I can't tell you. He'll kill me.
There are far worse things to fear than death. If you don't tell me, you might just find out what they are.
Oh, Jesus, I'll tell you. Black Mask stays at a different safe house every night, but I think I've got a way to find out which one.
I'm waiting.
Well, after tonight's deal, we were supposed to take the supplies back to Black Mask's warehouse in Amusement Mile.
Go on.
Well, most of the time, Black Mask personally inspects new products as soon as they're delivered. Mean he probably want us to deliver them wherever he's staying tonight.
Give me an address.
I don't know it.
That's not what I wanted to hear.
I swear, only the driver knows the address on any given night.
Who's the driver? Come on. Start. Come on. Yes!
Yeah? What? Well, don't come back here. He's probably found you. He's got things he can use to track you with. What do you mean it's too late? Are you already here? Hello? Are you still there?
Oh, God! Please don't! Ah!
Well, to what do I owe the displeasure of your company this evening? I'll give you this. You sure do know how to make an entrance.
I'll make this quick, Sionis.
Good, because I'm trying to run a business here.
Edward Nigma.
Is that name supposed to mean something to me? Because it's not ringing any bells.
How about Eddie Nashton? Or maybe the Riddler?
Ah, yes. The self-titled serial killer the cops have been chasing after.
I want him.
And how exactly is that my problem?
I know you're renting him one of your safe houses.
And what reason would I have for harboring a wanted psychopath?
The same reason for anything you do, Black Mask. Money.
Suppose I am lending one of my safe houses to this Riddler guy. What are you prepared to offer me for him that would be more appealing than, well, money?
How about your life?
You disappoint me, Batman. You should know better than to try your scare tactics on me. Unlike my men, I know that's a line that you won't cross.
Then you know it's the only line I won't cross. And I'll do whatever else it takes.
So make me an offer.
I didn't come here to negotiate.
Well, then I guess you don't really want Riddler, do you?
I'm losing my patience.
You said you'll do whatever else it takes. Well, if you really mean that, you're gonna have to play by my rules. You and I both know you don't have a whole lot of time to find him. Soon enough, he'll go on the move again. So, if you really want Riddler, this is what it takes.
What do you want?
A favor. Just one favor. Redeemable by me at a time when I should so need it. Do you accept my terms?
I do.
Good. You can have them.
Truth be told, he didn't even pay that much. Couldn't afford more than my cheapest safe house.
Where?
The abandoned school in Park Road, by the old church.
You know something, Sionis? I'm beginning to think the only reason you agreed to hide him was because you knew I'd come looking for him. And it would give you just the leverage you needed to make me agree to this favor.
You're giving me too much credit, Batman. I'm not that devious.
Batman, smile for the cameras. Look to your left. That's it. Welcome.
I'm going to give you one chance to surrender, Nigma.
Let's not skip right to the unpleasantries. I'd like to talk first. And please, call me Riddler.
Alright, Riddler. You've got as long as it takes for me to get to you, so start talking.
Well, let's see. Where to begin?
How about the dozen deaths you have to answer for?
No, there'll be time for that later. I'd like to talk about you and me first. You see, you probably don't remember, but we've met once before.
I don't, actually. You must not have made much of an impression.
Cold, Batman. Wouldn't expect a cheap shot from a brute like you. All muscle and no brains.
I found you, didn't I?
Oh, please. Who do you think leaked the anonymous tip that Black Mask knew where I was? I wanted you to find me. Just not until the right moment. And on my terms. You see, Batman, I haven't been hiding these past few weeks. I've been preparing. Waiting for you to arrive.
Well, I've arrived. What do you say we formally meet? Shake hands.
All in good time. As I was saying, we've met once before. It was 3 years ago when I was still working as an analyst and forensic scientist.
What would make you give up a respectable career like that? For this?
Well, I didn't exactly quit. I was let go. My superiors didn't take too kindly at my hacking our own system. I was merely trying to point out the flaws in our security, but then I found some rather interesting documents and photos, and I thought, what would be the harm in making a little profit? After all, I'd earned it. As easy as that system may have been to crack, I did crack it.
It's interesting how easy it is for you to rationalize.
Oh, please. The people I attempted to blackmail deserve nothing less. You'd agree with me if you'd seen those files.
Don't assume so much.
Look who's talking, Mr. Hand of Justice. Everything you do is based on your assumptions of right and wrong, with no space in between. In any case, I moved the files to a cloud, guarded with a question that I wrote in my code. A riddle, if you will. Naturally, the cretins couldn't solve it, so the CEO put a gun to my head, made me unlock the files. Of course, with the nature of the files, he didn't want to involve the police, so he simply fired me. And he told me, if he ever saw me again, he would have me taken care of. He also told me that I'd never find work in this city again. And that's where you came in. That night, I was just about ready to end my failed existence. I'd taken the maintenance stairs to the top of the Gotham Bridge. And just before I was about to make the leap, I saw you down below. You had the Joker by the throat, and what seemed to be the entirety of the city's police force surrounding you. You bound the Joker and tossed him to the police, who then asked for your surrender. And even with all those guns trained on you did not yield. I'll never forget how in awe I was. The moment you deployed that cloud of smoke, and then swiftly launched a cable into the air, sending right to the top of the bridge. To me. Do you remember now, Batman?
Vaguely.
You asked me what I was doing up there. And when I told you I was there to jump, you said something to me. Something I'll never forget. You said, inside of us, in our souls, we die. every day, 1,000 times an hour. And with each death is a chance for resurrection, reinvention. So why leap from this bridge, bringing about a permanent physical end, when you can walk away and redefine the very existence that you want so dearly to end? Then you disappeared into the night. And it was then that I knew exactly what I had to do. My newfound existence would be one based on power, never again yielding like I did to my boss. I would need to stand my ground and demand respect, like you. I would need to be a symbol, to establish myself as not only a superior intellect, but as an unstoppable force that will neither falter nor fail, and will be feared. And I realized that the only way to do that would be to best Gotham's Knight. To best him mentally and physically. If I could prove myself for all of Gotham to see, I could take his place. I could be remembered.
Well, congratulations, Riddler. You're certainly going to be remembered by the families of all the people you've killed.
Those people killed themselves.
You kidnapped them and strapped them into mechanized death traps. How exactly was that their fault?
I gave each and every one of them a chance to escape those so-called death traps, as you put it. All they had to do was solve my riddles and they would have walked free and safe. So you see, Batman, it was not I that killed them, but their own inferior intellects. Just like yours will be the downfall of you here tonight. So, are you ready to begin? Batman? What? Where have you gone? You must be here somewhere. Before you give me some long, exhausting speech in the name of your vanity, I just want to remind you that I've never done anything that wasn't absolutely necessary.
And what about the 12 people you left in your wake?
What about them? They serve their purpose.
And what purpose was that? They were innocent people, Nigma. What did they do to deserve it?
Nothing! They did nothing. They were merely pawns.
Pawns? We're talking about real people's lives. This isn't a game.
Of course it is! And you and I are the players. And I'm winning.
That's not what it looks like from where I'm standing.
That's because you're blinded by your rage. Rage brought on not out of hatred of me for killing those people, but out of guilt. Because you killed them.
What?
Oh, come on, Batman! You can't tell me it just isn't eating away at you. That if you would just let me jump those 3 years ago, none of this would have ever happened. You thought you were saving a lost soul when in fact you were creating a monster that would bring about your own end. I told you not to assume. You think you're making this city better when in fact you're everything that's wrong with it. An inspiration for freaks like the Joker. And yours truly.
Stop it! Stop talking!
Oh look, now I've successfully gotten you to doubt yourself. Now I can prove to all of Gotham that I, the Riddler, am better than you.
You're going to be institutionalized for the rest of your natural life. You'll never get a chance to show Gotham anything.
But I already am. And you would have realized that if you would have just taken a moment to stop punching things.
What are you talking about?
You must have missed it. The camera behind you. It's been streaming live to every TV station in Gotham. Now the entire city is going to know how vulnerable you are. Their protective god, their shining example of justice has been reduced to nothing more than an unstable man. An ordinary man.
No.
Now you're in denial. This is all too perfect.
No! You see, that's where you're wrong, Riddler. The whole reason this city looks up to me is because I am ordinary. I'm like them. I know them. And I will always be there. Not above them, but by their side. It's the one thing you don't understand. If you truly want that position of power and respect, you can't think yourself better than anyone. And you need not prove anything, especially to yourself. And that is the measure of an unstoppable force. A symbol. Something you will never be. What's the matter, Riddler? That one too tough for you to figure out?
You can't. You can't do that!
It's over, Riddler. You have lost.
You haven't beaten me. You can't! None of you can! Listen well, Gotham. I, Edward Nigma, am better than all of you, and I will always be here to prove it!
And I will always be here to stop you. And I want you to remember that every night when you're crying yourself to sleep in your straitjacket. As for tonight, I'll spare you that and put you to sleep myself. Rest easy, Gotham. That's one more monster caged. But like I said, I'm just getting started. As long as the night comes, and evil still lurks in its shadows, I will too. I am a knight, a crusader. I am Batman.